From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It is Monday, January 19th. Been a week. No cruises or anything this week. Just a regular old week. So, what's up, man? How you been?
About killed me.
Going back to work?
Yeah, man, for a full week. Oh my gosh.
I
need a vacation.
I know. But I got off today, so that was good. I got a holiday off for today. And then...
Yeah, I kind of get screwed on holidays that fall on Monday. Monday's my normal day off, so I don't really get the holiday. I get holiday pay on Saturday, so I get like time and a half on Saturday. That's their way of making it up to me. I would rather have a 3-day weekend. Is what I'd rather have.
Do you get to pick your days off? Like, how come they give you Mondays off?
I got to pick between Saturday and Sunday, but there were so many people, and I was so low on the totem pole. There were so many people that had Saturday off that chances were they were going to force me to work my day off anyway, right? Or I could pick Monday, and there were fewer people, and I always get my Mondays off. And so Sunday and Monday became my day off. And now, I mean, it screws me every once in a while, but not as often as it did when I was a sub. When I was a sub, I got screwed constantly on sporting events and all kinds of stuff. But now that I'm a regular, like if they have an early game, like noon or something like that on Saturday, there's no way. But if it's a later ball game, like 3:00,
yeah, I
can make it to a TV. If it's an even later ball game, like a 7-8 o'clock game, and it's the Razorbacks, I can make it up on the hill. I can work a full day and make it up on the hill. So
yeah,
it's and then Mondays is also the heaviest day at the post office. So I don't really mind taking that day off,
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't guess for that.
And Tuesday supposedly is the lightest day at the post office, and that is my Monday, is the lightest day at the post office. So I think that, that kind of works to my favor sometimes.
Well, we got lots of sports stuff that's happened since last time we hung out. So,
you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk about the post office anymore. You want to talk about sports?
No, I don't want to talk about the post office no more.
Okay, all right.
You work there. Why you want to talk about it?
They make me mad all the time. I'll take complaints, whatever y'all want to say about the post office. Bring it on. They make me mad too. I'll probably be on your side.
Oh my goodness.
Sports wise, pretty good sports weekend for me. I feel like I did decent this week. Had the Rams pick. Rams ended up winning. Hogs look like crap in basketball. It was Matt kind of phrased it right, and like it was a good sports weekend because there was a lot of sports to watch, but the outcomes weren't exactly everything that I wanted.
Yeah, it was good games on.
Take some good with some bad.
Well, what do you want to talk? What do you want to jump into first? Because we got like any sports you want almost.
Well, I kind of like to. I kind of like to start off the program by, kind of giving a little bit of praise. When Kentucky loses, we like to pile on and everything because they gave us a Hall of Fame coach and all that stuff. But they had a good week this week.
They did.
That last second shot reminded me of the Christian Laettner shot.
Oh yeah,
they hit
too.
Yeah, to hit that game, and then they turned around and followed it up with a 17-point comeback win against Tennessee. Was it Tennessee?
I felt
Yeah.
They beat Tennessee, and then who was the other one? It's
They
like
won another one that
LSU.
was pretty
LSU
close.
was the one they won at the buzzer.
That was the Christian Leitner one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a Final Four game and
Well,
or
no,
something,
I mean Christian Leitner it's the Christian Leitner play. You know, I don't know. Maybe they ought to just call it the Leitner because that's what he's known for. He's known for that shot.
very similar.
Throwing it to
About
Leitner.
it, he said after the game too that pass wasn't intended for him. They overthrew the guy that they're supposed to go to.
Well, the guy that he caught it over, man,
whatever,
was way
dude.
up there. Yeah.
Whatever works out for you. But yeah, I feel like, man, they come back in both those games. They've got some good wins, and they've crawled back up in the net. I saw they're like 28th in the net or something like that. But
Well,
they got a couple bad losses, but they got some wins too. I mean, they've won. They had
when we started the week. I was starting to wonder if they were going to be in the tournament at the end of the year. And after this week, I think, yeah, they'll probably make the tournament. I don't know like how high of a seed they'll get. I mean, if they keep this rolling, they could get a pretty high seed. We kind of do
in their last.
Yeah, we're kind of doing
games.
the opposite. Yeah, we're just kind of doing the opposite. We're kind of like playing 50-50 ball right now. We need to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I want to give kudos to the Kentucky Wildcats when they do well because I pick on them a lot when they're not doing well. Okay, so right now the Pope is still alive. So
yeah,
no smoke coming from Kentucky yet.
Yeah, they the AP poll came out today, and they did not crack the top 25, but Arizona's your number one.
I'm not sure that's really a bad thing. Like I have no problem being number 26 or number 27 because you're still up there toward the top and nobody's got a target on you. Like when you go to, play somebody, if you're in the top 25, buddy, they announce, top 20, the number 15 Arkansas Razorbacks.
But if you're not in the top 25, that means you're probably not very good. And so you're probably going to lose anyway. You're always the underdog.
I don't look at it like you're not very good. I look at it like you're still getting better. That's how I look at it. We're still growing as a team. We're still getting better.
So far this season, you're not a top 25. You know what I mean? Based on this season so far, like it can end up different.
Who's not a top 25?
Like Kentucky's not, for one.
Oh yeah.
Anybody like your example was if you're outside the top 25, you'd rather be out there. I don't be out there. That means
I didn't say I'd rather be out there. I said I got no problem being out there because there are some benefits to it. I mean, if it's up to me, I'd like to be ranked number 1 every freaking week. I mean, that's where I want to be. All right. But hanging around at like 26, 27, kind of flirting with the top 25 is not a terrible thing.
You want the less pressure is what you want.
Yeah, it has some benefits, especially if you have a team that's struggling, which apparently you do because you're outside the top 25. So a team that's struggling, not as much pressure. There are some benefits to it because you're still in a position where you're probably going to make the tournament or you'll be in the talk to make the tournament or whatever.
I don't know. That make me feel like every game's 50-50. You know what I mean? Like
right now I feel like right now the way we're playing, that is kind of the ball that we're playing the last 2 weeks. We're playing 50-50 ball.
Man, it's kind of ridiculous. Let me pull this up right quick.
I just want them to, it's not like they're not giving effort, right?
Well,
I feel like
Auburn didn't look like that.
No, Auburn, I feel like we gave effort. It's just Auburn gave 3 times as much effort as we gave.
I don't think we did in that one. I think we let go of the rope. Even Cal said they let go of the rope.
But like Brazil looked flat out tired. Like I saw a lot of shots that he took that were layups that would have been dunks. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like normally they would have been dunks or something like that. And he was shooting finger rolls and layups, making them, but he was He just looked like he was tired, which he's got to be. He's running end to end and all that, but
yeah.
I don't know. Billy is a spark. Billy's like a huge spark when he comes in, but you don't know what you're going to get with Billy.
Yeah, no. We made that comeback when he was in there, and then he kind of tweaked his leg or something, and he went out forever. And the whole time, by the time he came back in, it was like under a minute in the game or something, I think, or I don't know what time.
Not only that, but
it wasn't much time left.
Yeah. That last game that we played, and now against Georgia, dude, I don't think either team made the bonus. I might be wrong, but I don't know if either team made the bonus in either half. They weren't calling crap. These guys were beating the crap out of each other. Some of the blocks, on both ends, like us blocking them blocking us, some of them, I'm like, man, they are letting them really be physical. And then they calling for some ticky-tack crap, like a moving screen or something like that. I said, are you kidding? That guy clotheslined me at the other end of the floor. You didn't say nothing.
We just can't get any consistency right now. Like, it'd be like two or three guys, there's like two or three guys that always do well, or two guys. And then there's like the other guys, one or two of them do real well, and the others disappear. And then the next game, one or two different ones show up, and the other ones disappear. It's like if we could ever get everybody playing at the same time like they can, we'd be decent. But
we've had a couple of ball games where we've gotten glimpses of that, and we even have during the game, we'll have 2-3 minute stretches where they look like they're supposed to look. And then I don't know, man. It's like we 19 points down. We came all the way back and tied it. And you just felt like, dude, if we can just grab the lead, this is our ball game. And they stretched it back out to 10 in like no time flat. And it's daggum, guys, dude, what are you doing to me?
There was like a 5-point swing right there. Like
I know it.
And it was like, that was it. It was like, and then it went from 5 to 10, just like that. It was like, man, y'all. Anyway.
They fought all the way back and got it back to even. And I thought, this will be one of the best comebacks that Cal will have. Wow, especially his time at Arkansas. This will be like his best comeback ever. And they got to the precipice and just couldn't do it, dude. Just couldn't.
Yeah, now we got Vanderbilt coming in on Tuesday.
Yeah, but they're coming to us, and I feel a lot more confident at home, especially with our shooting and stuff. So we'll see what happens, man.
Still. Anyway, nothing else about that really. Just I saw the AP poll. Thought that was interesting. We're 20th right now. Vandy's at 15. Is there any other SEC? Florida 16, Alabama 17.
I will tell you this as a reality check, looking around the SEC and looking around the rest of the league and everything. I know it only takes like a 5-game win streak or whatever, but I don't think this. I'm not sure this team's got what it takes to win a national championship, man. I think they're really good, and I think they could go really deep in the tourney.
Some of these other teams are really good.
Yes, man. I'm looking around the country, and I'm looking at like UConn and Michigan, and
Michigan,
I'm like, man, I'm like these. And then some of these teams that you think were going to be good, and then they started out not so hot. Like Kansas the other night just put a butt whooping on Iowa State, and Iowa State was number 2 in the country, and I mean ran them out of the building.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I just don't.
Yeah, you still got Duke, you still got Purdue, you still got Houston. Houston, I think, has a real shot at the whole deal, man.
What makes the tournament so great, too, is that some of those teams could possibly get knocked out before you have to face them.
Yeah, that's true.
So your with every round, your odds get better. But we have I've really got to see some improvement out of our front court. I think we're good in our backcourt. Our front court, like
I know.
I
I
like
saw
I
a
don't
stat a
think
while ago where when they had the starting line, like what's the net rating for each starting lineup, and with the best one was like Acuff, Thomas, Knox, TB, and Ewan or something. They had like a real positive net rating. As soon as you put DJ and Pringle in the lineup, negative 33, negative 20. It's like, what the heck? Pringle specifically.
Pringle is not
panning out.
good. He's not good.
He should be rebounding everything. He should be like a
he
Dennis
should
Rodman.
be like he should have 2 jobs on the court. Your job is to block shots and to get rebounds. That's it. If you foul out, you foul out. I don't ever want you shooting the ball. I don't want you passing the ball. I don't want anybody to pass the ball to you. I want set screens. You can set screens, and you better set good ones.
Rebound, and I mean he could,
but he's so weak. Like
he could block more shots too. I mean he's strong though. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
But he's not. He's not. Like I watched little guards take the ball right out of his hands. I don't know how many times. The other night, and I always think this is kind of silly, but there is like some truth to it. You know how there's basketball IQ and football IQ? Pringle has no basketball IQ whatsoever.
No.
He just doesn't. Ewing has so much more of a basketball IQ. You can see it.
Well,
you can see it with his footwork. You can see it with his passing. You can see it with his rebounding.
He's so more talented. I feel like he's way better offensive player for sure, but I think Pringle better on defense, even though he can't block a shot worth nothing.
I don't think
you would have had like 4 blocks in one game the other night, so I don't know.
I think Pringle gets playing time, and I think DJ gets playing time because we're not as deep as we should be. We're not as deep as we should be. Seeley did not pan out the way that Cal was hoping. He's running in with the scrubs. I was hoping
I don't think he counts on that. He counted on 8, which is, you're right, it's not enough. But that's all he counts on.
It's not enough. He's got a giant. He's got an absolute giant sitting on the bench. Big old white boy. And he gets in during scrub time. You're telling me you can't shove him in there for a minute and a half to get Ewing some rest or something like that?
No, Pringle and Ewing are way better than him. The kid that they got redshirted he should be pretty good, but he's redshirted. I don't know why they did that either. Like I don't know what the. Anyway, hopefully he sticks around next year and plays. I've seen him in some different film and stuff. He looks pretty good.
As a coach, I don't know how, as a coach, you prepare a lineup for next year with the transfer portal and freshmen coming in, and you don't know what everybody's thinking. I don't know how you decide or what you can rely on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You see, they changed the transfer portal too, where there's only the 15-day window, and it opens up right after the championship game.
Yeah,
that's gonna be tough. Because, like, say you play in the championship game, you don't know. Is some guy gonna be like, yeah, if I'm gonna play the rest of the season, but I'm out of here as soon as the season's over. Like nobody's, that seemed like a strange time. Like maybe a week after the championship game, or the day
it's
after.
Kind of like
that seems like a little like what?
It's almost I don't know. I find it weird when people come out and say, "Yeah, this is my last year. After this year, I'm retiring." It's like, well, we know what the focus is going to be all year long. The fact that this guy's retiring at the end of the year. Transfer portal, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you should have to declare to the coach before you declare to the transfer portal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you should have to tell him at the beginning of the year, are you going to stay at the end of the year, or are you out of here at the end of the year? I need to know, and then you
That's
can
weird
declare.
though, because if you're in the middle of a run, like you don't want to, or if it's this conversation, hey, I got 3 guys coming in next season, and I know you start now, we might win a national championship and stuff, but if you come back, you might have to play behind them. How's that guy going to play the rest of the year? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's some psychology stuff going on there. Anyway, basketball. Let's move on to some football. We got college football. We got the championship game tonight.
Yeah.
Bro. Indiana. I was telling you so long ago. First team ever. Could be the first college ever to have an undefeated college basketball national champion and a undefeated football national championship.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it makes me angry as a Razorback fan, because if Indiana can do it, dadgummit, we should be able to do it.
Well, I mean, that basketball one was like 1970 something, but.
Well, ours was what, 30 something years ago, our basketball, and we didn't go undefeated. We were defeated. We haven't done an undefeated season. We came close. The 94 Hogs were close. I mean, I think they only had like 2-3 losses or something like that, but they did not go undefeated.
No, that's only been, I don't know how many, that's not been done very often. UCLA
One
won
of those
70 or 80 in a row or something like that one time in the 70s, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Anyway, football tonight, the championship game. Let's see the spread. I picked this up all ago. So Indiana -7.5 in this ball game. Miami at home. Get the home game for the championship. That's kind of cool and kind of not fair, but whatever.
Well, it's not really Miami's doing. I mean, the championship was set for before they were even announced as one of the final 12 or whatever. So it's cool that it worked out that way. There was a few years ago now, there was a chance that if the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl, that they could play at home in Jerry World. And of course, I think we petered out in the first round like we always did.
They had a Super Bowl at Jerry World?
Yeah, they had a Super Bowl at Jerry World. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember what year it was. The Cowboys were not there. I can tell you that.
I'm sure they weren't.
And then
but yeah, Indiana.
Yeah.
Who are you taking in this one? You still sticking with well, I don't know. Who'd you pick? On our sheet, you picked Indiana. We had Georgia and Indiana in the final.
I believe this championship, since all 12 were announced, I think this has been Indiana's championship to lose. They look like what is it? They always say they look like a team of destiny. They have just played so well. At the same time, I am going to root for the Miami Hurricanes because they are a 10 seed. Nobody expected them to be there. And everybody loves to see a perfect season get wrecked. I mean, everybody loves to see a perfect season.
I don't think I like it this time. I want Indiana to win.
So I'm going to root for Miami unless, and this is just me, this is just the way I am. At halftime, if Miami's up on Indiana, then I might switch sides and start rooting for Indiana.
You're so weird. Oh my gosh. Now I want Indiana to, I mean, of course I lived there for like,
sure,
6 years or something, or however long, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because I have some friends who are Indiana fans, and it's been brutal. Football's been brutal for a long time. So they're pretty happy right now. So
I think I heard somebody say they have no history in football, and I heard a guy say, "No, they have been historically bad. They have been.
They have history.
that is their history in football."
Yikes! Let me see.
But if you haven't Googled him, Google Signetti, man. All he does is win. That's all he does.
Yeah. I wonder if we can finally see here. About a Wikipedia. See what they got.
About Indiana football?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if they tell me like all-time record and that kind of stuff. Here we go. Let's see. All-time record. And this is 139 years. Okay.
Yeah, Indiana been around a long time, man.
528 wins, 719 losses.
That's not good.
And 46 ties.
46 ties.
That sounds like a lot, really.
Which should be outlawed in.
I bet a lot of those were way back when. Like, I don't know if they had overtime and stuff back in the day. You know what I mean? Game's over, tied. You know what I mean?
I've often thought that they missed their chance in the XFL. You remember when the XFL came out?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of putting a time limit on the game, they should have just put a point limit like we do in pickup games, like first one to 40 points wins, something like that. Got to win by 3.
You gotta win by 3. Bro, they're 5-11 in bowl games.
5-11.
National finalists one time, 2025. College football playoff appearances, 2024 and 2025. Conference championships, 3. 1945, 1967, and 2025. So yeah, historically, not good. Their winning percentage is 42.426, so 42%.
Yeah, and these last 2 years have really helped that percentage climb. Trust me, it was a lot lower than that before these last 2 years.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If I dropped it up some, huh? They might have been.
Yeah, not only has he turned the Indiana football program around, and I won't just say Signetti, it's the whole Indiana program. Your boosters got involved. They spent a little bit of NIL, not crazy like some of these, like Texas Tech and some of these places, but they spent a little money in NIL. They got him a good coach from a good coaching tree. Their AD is not an idiot like the one at University of Arkansas. And they've turned this program around in the last couple of years to where they're a finalist. And you got to give, a lot of credit. He brought in good assistants. He brought in a good defensive coordinator. He's got the kids bought into what he's selling, which is pretty much we don't take crap off nobody. And they're a good football team, man. They are a good football team.
You got to believe in, you know what I mean?
He's got them believing.
The other thing that came out about this game was a couple of days ago they were interviewing Carson Beck. And somebody asked him if he went to class today or something like that,
Yeah.
He was like, bro, I graduated 2 years ago. I didn't go to class today.
Why would he?
He graduated from Georgia 2 years ago, but he's still playing college football.
Yeah. Not having to take any classes. Like he doesn't have to take one class. He doesn't have to take like ballroom dancing or something.
I don't know. Maybe he does, but no, I don't think so.
Just to be on the books somewhere.
He's graduated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean,
the kid that just came back from the G League or whatever, he ain't been taking any classes or anything, and he's back in there.
I feel like you should at least be having to take like a grad class. Like you should be having to take something towards the next step of your degree, whatever it is,
Maybe they do. I don't know.
But I'm not saying you have to take a full schedule, but you should, just to be on the books, you should have to take like one class.
That's not true because lots of guys I've heard of guys graduate. They'll graduate in like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And play. So I mean.
But they're usually working on something else afterward, aren't they? Or are they
I don't know.
Like
you never hear about it if they do.
Just showing up for practice.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I guess. Okay. But we're not going to call them employees. How do you categorize them as student athletes if they're not doing the student part. They're only doing the athlete part.
I don't know how that works. Maybe they consider football a class.
Oh, like PE?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And you got eligibility, you can take the football class. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All
Sounds good to me. Ugh.
Sure.
Anyway, all right. Well, you're taking Miami. I'm taking Indiana. We'll see who wins.
No, I'm taking Indiana. Indiana's going to win the ball game. I'm telling you, I'm going to root for Miami because I think Miami's story is neat. It's they're the underdog, and I usually root for the underdog. But I think Indiana is going to win this thing. I think they're the national champ. Now
Miami's
they can
good.
step out.
Yeah.
They can step out there and pressure could get to them, and they could caught. I'll give you a couple of cliches about this game coming up. Okay. All right. Whoever wins the turnover battle, probably going to win the ball game. Okay. Yeah. Whoever wins in the trenches, probably going to win the ball game. All right. You win those two. You win those two aspects of the game. You win the turnover battle, and you win the trenches, and you win the ball game. It's that simple.
Well, easier said than done, though, right?
Yes, but those are the two most important things going into a ball game. Don't cough up the ball and beat the man across from you. That's all football is.
All right, let's compare. Here's some comparisons for you. Okay. Carson. All right, between Carson Beck and Mendoza, who has more passing yards?
Carson Beck and Mendoza.
Mm-hmm. Mendoza won the Heisman.
I'd probably say Carson Beck.
And Carson Beck has more
because they don't. I feel like
150.
I feel like, and I could be wrong on this. You'd have to look it up. But from watching, I feel like Indiana runs a more balanced offense. Like, I would bet probably 60-40 or even 50-50 as far as run pass. While Miami, I feel like they're more of a spread, throw the ball more. Now they throw a lot of short stuff. They do bubble screens and shuffle passes.
Had about 70-ish more attempts, more throws.
Yeah.
And only beat him by a couple hundred yards. All right, then your leading rushers, okay? You got Fletcher for Miami or Hemby for Indiana. That's crazy.
Are you going to tell me it's Miami, Fletcher?
It is Miami, yes, by 20 yards. So real close again. So passing yards and rushing yards pretty much even so far.
Okay.
Receiving yards. Miami's leading receiver has 1,089. He broke 1,000. Cooper for Indiana has 866. But Tony had 99 catches. That's crazy. 99 catches.
A lot of short passes.
Good grief. Let's see. Let's go with some more stats here. I was hoping to see where's their defense stuff at. All they got is their offense right now.
I feel like both of them have a good defense. I feel like Miami's got a decent defense, and I think Indiana's got a stellar defense.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Boo. This thing ain't giving me what I want. Anyway, we'll see what happens in that one. Sounds like the offenses are, pretty evenly matched. Miami's defense is pretty good. This should be a good game. It really should. Then we did the AP poll already. I don't know if you saw this, but the NBA All-Star game is coming up already, which is crazy. They announced the starters today for the East and the West. And I don't know that they got anything wrong, but I'm sure somebody, somebody always gets left out, right? But
sure.
The guys that did make the starting lineup, I feel like they probably deserve to be there. You know what I mean? Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, Giannis, Maxey. That's all the East. And then on the West, holy crap, Luka, Shea, Steph, Wemby, and Joker. Bro, the West,
Oh, yeah.
they ought to win this game by like 50. I mean, are you kidding me? Luka and Shea and Steph, and then you got Wemby and Joker? What? That's not even fair. That's insane. Somebody needs to make that happen. Anyway, that's so we're almost at the halfway point. I don't know if did you see that dunk by AB too that kind of went viral and stuff. It's like the most seen picture ever or something like that. You seen that? Where he's dunking in the four guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mega views, man. It's like it's blowed up like crazy. So good for him. But he's been killing it all year, man. He just
Now,
underrated.
just crazy thought here, but if we go back to the 80s, all right, or 80s mentality or whatever, would he be a senior this year?
Maybe. Oh no, let me go see here. Where's my Orlando Magic thing here?
Because he was
Anthony Black. He was 2023. Okay, he was born in 2004.
Yeah.
So he would have graduated high school in like 22. Yep, 22. So he played 22.
He'd have been a senior.
23, he got picked. 24, sophomore. 25, which would have been last year, right?
A junior.
Junior. This year, he'd be a senior. Yeah.
He'd be a senior, dude.
So,
man,
that's great. You could do that with a bunch of guys, though. If everybody stayed in college for 4 years.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Oh, college game would be unreal.
The college game would be so good.
That'd be crazy. These guys, I mean, just think Cooper Flag played for 4 years. Jeez.
Well, I've made this argument before, and people say, "Oh, yeah, that does make sense," but it'll never get implemented. But to be a professional, right? You're going to college to become a professional, whatever that is. You know, a professional teacher, a professional, nurse, a professional doctor, whatever. You're becoming a professional. There's X number of years required to get that degree. And I feel like the NBA ought to be the same way. Like you ought to, 3 years in college basketball gives you the degree you need to move on to the NBA.
Yeah, I thought that before too. Yeah. They should
Yeah.
have a degree if you're going to go pro. Absolutely. I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. So there's a minimum. Like if you're going to be a doctor, there's a minimum requirement that you have to meet to become a doctor.
Yeah, what if the doctor was like, "Yo, bro, I'm out, man. I'm going pro. I'm just gonna go ahead and go start doing surgeries. I'll catch you later."
2 years in. 2 years
What?
in. Everybody says you're the smartest, youngest doctor that we've had here. You're so brilliant. We're just gonna let you go ahead and start cutting on people. No, it don't work like that.
It doesn't work that way. No, I know sports is totally backwards, man. About a lot of
It
stuff
is.
like that. It's totally backwards
is.
like that. Let's see. So anyway, that's that for the NBA. We'll move on from that. But
I was gonna
playoffs before you know it. Just so you know.
Yeah, to double back to the Indiana Miami game, I looked up defense here. All right.
Oh, okay.
And Indiana Hoosiers defense, elite run defense, disciplined, fewest penalties in the nation, excellent zone coverage, strong three, strong cohesion. They go with a front base, heavy zone, vision based to break on the ball. Here's their weakness. They lack a singular superstar like Miami's defensive linemen, relying more on a collective effort. They think that's a weakness. I don't know if that's a weakness or not.
Well, I mean, you can say, well, this team's got a bunch of 5 stars and this guy's got a bunch of 3 stars. These guys over here is more talent. They should win. Well, that's not true. They whooped Oregon twice.
Well, not just that, but I mean,
so that's not true.
Talent only goes so far. You can be talented, but if you're out of position, your talent can only help you so much.
Yeah.
But if you're working as a team and you're playing, playing your part in the cog or whatever, however you want to talk about it, the chain. You know, coaches use all kinds of crap. If you got 11 guys that are doing their job, you know, and nobody's out of position, you win. You know, offensively or defensively, whichever way you're talking about it. You know, I mean, everybody on the field's got a job to do. If all of your 11 guys do their job, you should be successful on whatever play you're running, correct? But if you got one guy that's super talented and he's worried about getting his sack or whatever, and he goes too far up the field, well, now you're screwed because your quarterback's not contained or, you know, whatever situation. Anyway, I'm not sure it's a weakness is all I'm saying.
Here's some trivia for you.
Okay.
Miami's coach, Mario Cristobal, right, was teammates with Mendoza's dad in high school in the 80s.
Okay. All right.
So, and Mendoza Jr., so Fernando Sr. went to school with Mario. Mendoza Jr. here considered going to Miami.
Yeah.
When he was transferring last year, but he ended up going to Indiana. And then the Hurricanes got Beck from Georgia.
Well,
it's crazy.
The other day when we did our show, we had the guy that got into the comments and said that he went to high school with Mendoza in Miami. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what he said. Yeah.
So it is a small world. I took pictures for a woman who lives down the road from me in Cozumel, Arkansas, or in Cozumel, Mexico. And she was from Fordyce, Arkansas. Lived right down the road from me. I took her picture. It's just a small world, man. It's weird.
All right. Well, anyway, that's tonight. So I'm gonna try and watch that.
Wait. I wasn't done just yet. Miami Hurricanes defense, their strengths.
Okay.
They have an elite pass rusher, Bane Mesidor. You heard of this guy?
I don't remember.
I'm probably saying his name wrong. High sack rate, physicality, NFL talent. More scheme diversity, simplifying due to talent. Okay. Here's their weakness. They can struggle against teams that manage the clock and control the ball and have a more unpredictable QB in crunch time compared to Indiana's.
I mean, he has more experience, right? But the dude just won the Heisman. You know what I mean? And he's won some big games this year. So I ain't buying that either.
Here's the reason why I think it's Indiana's to win, and it's pretty simple logic. And they rolled Alabama, they rolled Ohio State, they rolled Oregon.
Yeah, they didn't have to play.
I thought they played them during the year. In the championship?
Yeah. In the conference, I thought you were about to play off.
They beat Ohio State, they beat Alabama, they beat Oregon, and all three of those teams I think can beat Miami. So why couldn't Indiana beat the crap out of Miami like they did Alabama?
Because they got Michael Irvin over there on the sideline, man. They're lucky charm, man.
Yeah, their biggest fan. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, thought he was going to cry after the game the other night.
Don't you think that's kind of like, what do they call it when a person dresses up as a military person and stolen valor? Don't you feel like that's what Michael Irvin's doing by by making a fool of himself like that. Like he's kind of like taking some of their attention and bringing it over here to me.
He is
like
a little bit, but that's Michael Irvin. I mean, what do you
it just I don't know. It
expect him
rubs
to
me
be
the wrong.
different?
I'm a Cowboy fan. It still rubs me the wrong way. It's like he should be putting the attention on these kids that are winning, but instead it's more like, oh my gosh, this is the great. Let me pat myself with my little hanky, and this is the greatest thing ever. And it's
a little over top. I mean, they don't have to record him either. I don't know why they got to be over there videoing him. But the touchdown the other day, they had a video showing him running in front of the referee. Like he was like out on the field almost. It went in front of the referee. It's like, bro, get out of there. What are you doing?
It reminds me of when everybody in the NFL decided they were going to kneel during the national anthem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and what they decided to do, this is what they decided to do. They decided not to broadcast the national anthem anymore. Like they didn't show it on the TV anymore. And I always thought that was stupid. Like, why don't you show the fans in the stand who are standing and with their hand over their heart and the flag and just not show the players on the field,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But instead, we're just not going to do that anymore. It's like, you're right. They shouldn't have the camera on freaking Michael Irvin anyway. The camera should be on the kids on the field or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of these guys that do the video camera work for like SEC network, I feel like they went to film school to become the next Martin Scorsese, because like the ball game's going on and they're showing me shots of the crowd and the coach over here. I don't care what the coach looks like. Show me the ball game. That's what I want to watch.
It's just fodder, you know what I mean? Just filling in.
But they'll miss a play because they're over here, looking at some fan who's cheering. I know that fan's cheering. Show me the ball game.
All right. Well, anyway, you done? You ready to move on now? You got anything else?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Tell me, Grandpa.
I'm good.
All right. Well, we got NFL, so we got a lot in the NFL to do here. So,
you know what? You should put a little less tone in your voice and respect your elders. Is what you have to do.
Man, you said you fell down. I'm surprised you didn't break a hip.
Dude, missed the back step. Totally just missed it. You know what happened was I went out into the backyard and the squirrel went across the fence. And so both dogs went running after the squirrel. And I'm shutting the door, but I'm watching the dogs because I want them to catch the squirrel. So I'm watching the dogs, and I just totally missed the step and fell right down in the backyard.
We have to get you in them life alert things, with the thing on that you can press.
I got up. I will admit that I laid there for a couple of seconds, making sure that everything was okay, and then I got up. Yeah.
Bro, listen to this. Okay. I had these lights to change outside. The ones on the front porch are way up there. Okay.
Yep.
I don't have a ladder except for one that like you lean over against the wall or something. You know what I mean? I don't have like an A-frame ladder. I have a step thing.
Yeah, okay? They make one called the Little Giant.
So what I did was,
and it's a A-frame, but then you can hit these buttons and turn it into the big long one.
Okay, well, I didn't want to do that. I don't spend no money. Anyway, what I did is I still had the old swimming pool step ladder. The steps that go up into the pool.
Yeah.
Bro, I got out there on that thing, man. I'm up there trying to unscrew this thing and stuff, and man, a little scary. I never fell. Nothing happened. Got the lights changed. But hey, sometimes you got to use what you got. I mean, this time I had a pool ladder. That's what I used. So,
dude, I don't remember if it was me and you, but it was me and somebody. I want to say it was me and you. It was in a chicken house.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that we had a ladder, A-frame ladder in the back of a pickup truck at one point, trying to get high enough to do something that we needed to do. So yeah, I get it, man. You got to use what you got.
My bro fell off one in a chicken house and knocked himself out. I had to take him home.
Yeah, it wasn't this bro.
But,
it was his actual bro.
No, my actual bro. Yeah, we were working at a chicken house and he fell off a ladder and knocked himself out. I had to take him home. He literally asked me like probably 10 times, "What happened?" I was like, "Bro, you fell off a ladder." And like 2 minutes later, he'd be like, "What happened?" It's like, oh my gosh, bro. Yeah. I think you hit your head. Anyway.
Yeah. The part he's not telling you is that he's the one who pushed the ladder.
No. I wasn't. They had to come get. I was in another house over there somewhere, and they had to come get me and tell me. He's like, I think your brother might be. I think he might knock himself out over. He fell off the ladder, and I was like, oh my gosh. You know what I was thinking is immediately he fell off the ladder. I'm thinking
broke neck,
arm stuff. Everywhere, you know. No, wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Just knocked out. I wish I could have $1 for every time I could tell the story where it ends up being knocked out. You know, like, and then he got knocked out. I mean, it's just what happened.
I knocked myself out one time. The only time I've ever been knocked out. I knocked myself out. Yeah.
I didn't knock myself out, but I sort of had a hand in it. I didn't knock myself out, but it almost did.
I mean, I've only been like lights out, knocked out one time. Did it to myself. Was in a truck. I was in a truck stop, and I had gotten a shower. And for those of y'all that don't drive a truck, in truck stops they have showers, and you can go up and pay for a shower. I think they were like $5 or something like that. And I can go a little deeper if y'all want. We had a little coupon card that we scanned every time. You got free showers. Anyway, they're nice, or some of them are nice. Some of them, I walked in and was like, I ain't taking a shower in here. What are you, crazy?
Yeah, I know. We got to put stuff down on the floor so you can step on it to wherever you're going because you don't want to touch the floor. It's like lava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is one of the nicer ones, and they're all tiled, right? And so I set my bag down on the ground, and I unzip it, and I squat down, and I grab what I want. And then I turned to get up, and I took the countertop to my temple. And then I woke up laying across my bag with my face in the tile floor. I don't know how long I was out. I have no idea how long I was out.
Oh my gosh.
I got up, took a shower, and went back to the truck.
Oh, man.
There you go.
That's crazy.
That's the only time I've ever been knocked out.
I've been knocked. Then you either got in there and drove for about 10 hours, or you went back here and got in the back and got sloshed around for 10 hours. So either way, you may have some brain damage. I don't know. Trying to get that checked.
Actually, at the time I was driving single, so I probably went back to the truck and went and took to bed, which is, I think, is dangerous to do after you've had a concussion. I don't know if that's true or not.
The fact that you just said probably, it's got me worried. Okay,
I don't remember.
You don't know what you did.
Probably. Now, I've been knocked. I've had my bell rung, but not knocked out. You know, like didn't know where I was at.
I got hit. Yeah, I got hit by a trailer door one time. It was in Chicago, and the wind was blowing like 50 miles an hour, and I thought I had it hooked, you know. And I walked around the back and was fixing to climb in, and looked around just in time to see that door whack me upside the head. Whack, bro! They did knock me out, but by golly,
loopy. Yeah,
I was hurt. I hurt. I was dead.
Well, one of them trailer doors is probably 200 pounds. You know, if you took it off the hinges and everything.
Maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, they're pretty heavy. Yeah, it was. That wind caught it and just whacked me. Anyway, you know who else is out? Bo Nix is out, bro.
Oh, we're back to football. Yeah, Bo Nix is out, hurt his ankle. Second to last play of the game.
What kind of crap is
And
that, man, for the Broncos? Uh, I feel like that just dropped their chances of winning big time. Maybe even like 0.
well, their backup quarterback is that kid that played for Auburn, Jarrett Stedman, however they say it. And I looked up a couple of his highlight videos, and the kid's not bad. I mean, he's not, I don't think he's been in the league since, when was it? 2019?
Yeah, round 4, 2019.
There are some Bronco believers out there that believe that he should have been the starting quarterback from the beginning. So, these are people that are trying to buy into, hey, we still got a chance. So I'm all about hey, you still got a chance. I hope he comes out and he plays really well and we've seen this before. It was pretty close to the playoffs when Carson Wentz went down and Nick Foles ended up coming in and as the backup, ended up taking the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'd love to see Stedman come in and play really well. I mean,
let's see.
You should, as the backup quarterback, I understand that you don't get many snaps, but at the same time, I mean, you should know the playbook better than anybody on the freaking field. I mean, that's what, as a backup quarterback, that's what I expect from a backup quarterback, is they should know everything that's going on. If you're a backup quarterback in the NFL, you're actually just getting practice to be a head coach somewhere. That's how I that's how I look at backup quarterbacks. So
this is kind of true.
Yeah. So you should know the playbook. You're going to get all the snaps this week. I'm sure they're even going to try and get you extra snaps this week. Peyton's a good coach. They got a decent run game, but here's what works for the Broncos. Here's why I feel like they're not out of it. They got an awesome defense. They got a really awesome defense. So who knows, man? I think the favorites will probably be the Patriots. But
they're 8-1 at home.
Stranger things have happened.
They're 8-1 at home, and they get him at home. Stedman, I was looking back at his career stats. Okay, and he's been a career backup so far, right? Looks like maybe like New England and he was drafted by New England 2019.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
2020 and 2022, he went to Las Vegas. In those 2 seasons, he played 5 games. He appeared in 5 games. It has decent, okay stats. And for the Raiders, he went 53 of 83.
Daggone.
For 650 yards and 4 touchdowns. So, I mean, he had a pretty good stretch there. That was in 2022, though, and they weren't. I don't think the Raiders were very good then.
Yeah.
And then he's been with Denver since 2023, and he's only been in 1 game this year and no stats. 2023, he was, and 2024, he was in 3 games. 2023 is 40 of 66. So 60%. 500 yards, a couple touchdowns. So I don't know. He may not be horrible. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying you can't count out the Broncos because Rex Grossman took the Chicago Bears to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah. What was the name you said the other day? What was it?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's possible.
Bro. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl, okay?
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
He had Ray Lewis on the other side for him, but hey.
And that's what Stedman's got going for him. He's got 6 years of experience. He's got a year pretty much working alongside the greatest quarterback ever when Tom Brady. He did decent in college. He does okay when he gets into ball games. I don't know. I don't know. Sean Payton's a good coach. I'm sure he'll come up with some sort of scheme. I'm sure they're going to try and run the ball a lot bit more. I'm sure they're going to want to get the ball out of Stedman's hand real quick. So probably see some short passes to start the ball game off. But I watched his highlight video. I even posted it online. He don't look bad. I mean, he's mobile. He's got a decent arm on him. We'll see what happens, man. I'm rooting for him, kinda. Tell you the truth.
Well, Saturday we had 2 games, right? The first one was the Bills-Broncos game. They went to overtime. That was a crazy game. I thought that the Bills were going to pull it out. Like, I thought it was going to be some luck there. And then, no, man, Broncos were like, nah, man, give me that. Interception.
A lot of controversy this week. Some of the calls made. It's kind of like the what was it? The blue dress or the green dress a few years ago. Like some people saw a blue dress, some people saw a green dress. Some people see an interception, some people see a completed pass. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I thought, in my entire time being in football, and apparently this rule disappeared somewhere, but I thought if it was mutual, what do they call it? Mutual tie up or whatever.
Jump ball. It goes to the offense.
That it goes to the offense. I thought that's what it was. I watched a guy who showed it frame by frame and showed that it was a completed catch, and then I watched another guy show one, and it was an interception. And I don't know what to tell you. I think that one of the things that would be cool to see implemented in the NFL is that when they do replay, you're only allowed to do replay in real time. So let's screw this frame by frame crap. That's not how the world works. Okay. If you can't see that it was a bad call or a good call in real time after you watch it 3 or 4 times, then let's just stick with the call on the field and move on. Okay. But I hate this frame by frame crap. That's not how the real world works. Okay. We didn't even have replay for years and we made it work. Okay. So let's just calm down.
I know they're just trying to be accurate,
There's a difference between, being accurate and just, because towards the end of some of these ball games, there's 2 minutes left on the clock, but you can guarantee it's going to take 30 minutes to play the game because we're going to have 15 reviews. And these reviews in college basketball, okay, they're doing 2 things. First of all, they're pissing me off because they slow the ball game down so much. And the other thing that it's doing is it's showing that these refs suck. Okay, these refs suck really bad.
Yeah. The coach is winning all the challenges.
Yes. I did see one the other night that they called out of bounds on Georgia that I thought for sure went off of us. And when they showed the replay, you could see it went off of Auburn, or off of Georgia. And I was like, wow, that was actually a good call right there on the baseline. Guy made a good call. But a lot of these, the coaches are like, are you crazy? Like you didn't see that?
That's crazy. Anyway, Broncos move on. No Bo Nix, though. The other game was a snooze fest. Seahawks beat the Niners 41-6. Just jumped on them early, man, and didn't look back. It was just ugly for the Niners.
Didn't Purdy get hurt in that ball game too?
Did he? Let me see. I don't know about that.
I feel like Purdy got hurt in that ball game.
I missed a lot of that game. I missed a lot of that game. I had to go. I had some stuff going on around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Where's the game at here?
Well, it doesn't matter if he got hurt because he's not going anywhere next week. He can have the rest of the year off.
Yeah, true. Looks like he didn't have a very good day. 15-27. Mac Jones came in, I guess, and went 2 for 4. Let's see. Recap. Maybe they'll show that in here.
I thought it was like toward the end of the ball game or something like that. Purdy got hurt, but I might be mixing ball games up.
This is injuries. Niners McCaffrey had a stinger in the second quarter, returned in the third quarter before exiting the game for good.
Yeah.
That's the only one for the Niners, so I don't see anything about it.
Okay.
Let me go check.
And then, and the other game was Rams and Bears, right?
No, that was Saturday. Bills, Broncos, Niners, Seahawks. And Sunday you had Texans at the Patriots.
Yeah.
And CJ had a rough day.
Oh my gosh, did he have a rough day? Right from the very beginning, too. It was pretty quick, that first turnover. And then he just became a turnover machine. Now, I will give him one of those turnovers was on his receiver. Okay, should have caught the ball. The rest of them were just piss poor. Just not good at all. And
I don't see Purdy on the injury report, just so you know.
Yeah, still kept hanging around. It wasn't really until I think I'm trying to remember back. I want to say it was somewhere in the fourth quarter when I finally realized, okay, they're not coming back from this because they were only down like 7 or something at half. And I thought, oh, well, they can come back from this. And they could not get out of their own way. I always hear coaches say that. And that's how I felt. Like they, in spite of themselves, they were just like, they were given so many chances to get back into that ball game and just would.
Yeah. Yeah, Texans. I thought they'd do better than that, but I mean the Patriots, man, they're just really good this year. Like, man. I saw a stat too that that's 15 years in a row that either New England or Kansas City has been in the AFC Championship game. 15 years in a row.
Well, I mean, Vrabel's done a good job up there. Last year, May struggled, but it wasn't because of May, though. It was because they couldn't protect him. This year, they've shored up their offensive line. They've given him some guys to throw the ball to, and it's worked out well for him. Hunter Henry might be, Tom Brady said the other day that he's the best tight end in the NFL right now. Hunter Henry is, and he's throwing the ball on time. He's accurate. He's actually got some wheels on him. He doesn't use them very often, but he's actually got some wheels on him. He's such a big kid that, 2 or 3 steps is pretty far down the field, so.
Yep. So Patriots move on. The other game was the Rams and the Bears, which was crazy. That throw by Caleb to tie it up was. I know every Bears fan in the world was going, no, and then because it looked like he was going to be sacked and lose about 40 yards. So and they just can't finish it off, and they had their chance in overtime too, and. That hurts for the Bears.
I don't know what to say about that ball game. Caleb's played awesome all year long. Bears have got a good thing going. I hope they stick with it. I hope they add to it a little bit because it's been fun to see them good again. But Sean McVay and Stafford and LA's just in the mix every year. LA, since Sean McVay has got to LA, they have been in the mix every year. And still got my Super Bowl champs that I had picked at the beginning. Still got them in the mix. So, I'm rooting for the Rams. I don't know why, to tell you the truth. I've never been a big Rams fan. I'm just rooting for the Rams. That's who I'm going to root for.
Yeah. Well, I think there was. Well, Caleb had 3 interceptions, so that's part of it. But I think they had another turnover or something. Maybe
He
I know
had
they had
one late in the. He had one
fumble.
late in the ball game. There was
Mhm.
maybe 4 minutes left, 4 or 3 minutes, somewhere around there, and he threw an interception, and just you could feel like the air leave the stadium. It's like, oh well, that's the end of it. Stafford's going to go down there and they're going to win it. And then they got the ball back, made him punt, got the ball back, and he went down there and stuck it in the end zone, took it to overtime, or got the field goal. Was it field goal or touchdown? I can't remember.
I think he got a touchdown to tie it up. Pretty sure.
Yep. Touchdown tied up.
Yep.
And then we go to OT, and Rams get the ball first. I'm like, all right, we're just going to go down there. Let's take care of business. Let's put this out of reach. Punt the ball away.
Yeah.
Bears got their chance. Can't do anything with it. And then you gave Stafford 2 chances in overtime, and that was all he needed, man.
Yeah.
Took him down there and put him in field goal range.
Big pass interference call there at the end, too. Some people were mad about that. I don't know. It never looked like he turned around and looked at the ball to me. But whatever. It's ticky-tacky, you know what I mean?
I honestly think that in the playoffs, like they do this whole thing where both teams have to possess the ball and then the next one to score wins. I think they ought to just tack on a 5th quarter and put 12 minutes on the ball. And when we get to the end, that way, so Rams go down there and kick field goal. There's still 6 minutes left in overtime. So Bears would get the ball back and they would have a chance to come down. And then at the end of the 5th quarter, that's the end of the ball. And then if you got to go to the 6th quarter, just make these suckers play forever.
Anyway, let's see. So that sets up. So next Sunday, you got Patriots at the Broncos.
Yeah. I will say though, you got to admit, out of the 4 playoff games that you got this weekend, there was only one that was a snooze fest.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the Patriots never really seemed like it wasn't a blowout, but it never felt like it was in jeopardy of them losing. You know what I mean?
No, because
the
Texans
were close, but yeah, the Niners.
If the Texans could have responded one time, that game would have been a lot more interesting.
Mm-hmm. So Broncos are at home. New England -5.5 favorite. Pretty crazy.
At Denver, it's all because Bo Nix got hurt. It's all because Bo Nix got hurt.
Absolutely. We knew that was coming, right?
If I'm Stedman, I'm putting a crap ton of money on the other team, and I'm throwing this thing big time. That's what I'm doing.
I think the Patriots are probably going to win that game.
Well, just to make it interesting, give me the Broncos. I'm going to root for the Broncos in that ball game, and I would rather see the Broncos in the Super Bowl than see the Patriots, who have won so many titles. It's pitiful. Plus, Drake May's young, and Stedman's that's a good story, man. It's a good story right there.
Yeah. That's the early game. Then the late games, the Rams and Seahawks. And to be honest with you, I feel like whoever wins this one might win the whole thing. I kind of feel that way.
I feel like the Seahawks on paper should win this ball game.
They are a 2.5 point favorite right now, but they're at home.
I feel like the Seahawks have the better defense. I feel like offensively, I feel like they're pretty equal. So I really think it's going to come down to defense. And I just feel like the defense the Seahawks have got a serious defense. So
Seahawks are 6-2 at home. Rams are 5-4 on the road. So
I got the Rams picked for the Super Bowl. So I'm going to root for the Rams, but I feel like the Seahawks should win this thing.
I feel like they should too. So that now set up our Super Bowl matchup. So for you, you're hoping Broncos Rams, right?
It would be the easiest path for Stafford. Would be Broncos Rams.
I think it's going to be Patriots Seahawks.
Now, if it was Patriots Rams. So that would be a good one. The old veteran against the young buck. Oh, they would work that into a frenzy.
And then I write down, I screenshot some stuff here of the NFL coaching search is going on right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we know we had Tomlin step down or get fired or whatever happened there. Step down, I guess.
I guess it's a step down because somebody said that for him to actually go be a head coach of another team, there would have to be a trade involved.
Is that because he got some time left on his contract or something?
I guess they just moved him to a different position in the organization. You're now head of, I don't know, retail or something. Yeah, something like that.
Go from the penthouse to the crap house. So Arizona's still looking for somebody. Falcons hired Stefanski.
Yeah, well, this is like Bills got rid of their head coach, right?
McDermott got let go. Yeah, I was gonna go down through each team. I got each team.
Okay, all right. Go
ahead. Falcons hired Stefanski.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Bills just fired McDermott, so that one's vacant as of right now, which is kind of sucks because, like you were saying a while ago, man, I bet Harbaugh was like, "What?"
Harbaugh and Stefanski both are probably like, "Daggum, I signed too soon. I signed way too soon."
Well, Stefanski, man, why they hire that guy anyway? I mean,
I guess they're not blaming.
You really proved how good you were by going to the Browns and sucking. Like, I mean, you're just gonna say, "Well, that's just the Browns. It's not his fault." Come on,
kinda, yeah.
Kinda. I mean, he's there. He's a part of it. You know. I wouldn't hire that guy.
I wouldn't hire him either, but I don't know.
And then so Bills are looking. Let's see. Anybody else? Somebody else changed. Let's see. The Browns, obviously, Stefanski lives, so they're looking for a coach. Let's see. Cowboys, no. Broncos, no. Lions. Let's see. Who else we got here? Kansas City. Raiders. Raiders' job is still open.
Yeah.
Chargers. Dolphins is still open. That's another one I thought Harbaugh would have took a good look at. I feel like that might be a good draw. Like players would want to come to Florida to play. I mean, like tax reasons and weather reasons, and I would think. Anyway, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, you gotta believe like the interview process is two-way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you go into an interview, especially when you're talking about like a head coach or something like that, especially somebody who's got as much experience and who is well sought after, like a Harbaugh, you're doing an interview with them as much as they're doing an interview with you, and maybe the front office of the Dolphins is the problem. Maybe the front office of the Browns is the problem. Maybe the front office of the Jets is the problem. Maybe it's not.
Can you fire an owner? Because if you can, the Browns fire their owner. My gosh!
Like if you're looking at it from a coaching perspective, you want to. Well, I want to be able to do this, and I'm not going to be able to do this if the front office isn't going to support me in doing this or whatever. I don't know. Maybe there's something about the Dolphins that's undesirable, is all I'm saying. Because I think it'd be a killer job. I mean, you're in Miami, sunshine, like you said, tax rate. Miami would be a killer job. Maybe they didn't want to interview him. Maybe they didn't interview John Harbaugh.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it's like Jerry old, what was his name? Travis Henry or not Travis Henry. What's his name? Derrick Henry, he'll be too expensive. Didn't even call him. He don't know how expensive he'd be. Jerk. What a jerk.
Let's see who else we got here. The Giants, they did hire Harbaugh, that's another one. Like the Steelers job and the Dolphins job. You think those are more? Which one? Okay, Steelers, Dolphins, or Giants? Which one? I mean,
Which
Steelers
ones?
are like the most storied, right? Like, I mean, come on, it's the Steelers.
Steelers have a lot of history, but they're in Pennsylvania, man.
Of
God,
course, Miami.
You ever been to Pittsburgh?
Yes.
I mean, it's
kind of
not the same. Not the same.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't
the
want to hurt
Buffalo
nobody's
job
feelings.
like yeah, like is the Buffalo job very desirable? Like I know it is as far as talent goes because you got Josh Allen, but as far as like location, weather wise,
I don't know if this is true. I've heard them call Buffalo a small market. It's not as big a town, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
I think that matters. I think that probably matters some. I don't know why it would matter about the coaching and the playing the players, and maybe people just don't want to go to Buffalo. I mean, I guess that could be a thing. But I mean, I don't know. There's some history there too. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. Let's see. Jets, no, they got Aaron Glenn. Let's see. Steelers job still open. That's it right now. So Steelers, Dolphins, Raiders, Browns, Bills, and Ravens are all open right now. So that's quite a few.
So John Harbaugh signed. So and Stefanski signed. So who's the most desirable coach out there? It ain't McDaniel. Nobody wants McDaniel, right? Of course, Stefanski got a job. I don't know why McDaniel can't get one. Pete Carroll's 80 years old. Nobody wants Pete Carroll. Is McDermott a desirable hire?
I think McDermott is, yeah. I think so. I mean, they win, right? It's just not getting over the hump, you know. Like, I don't know if you fire that guy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. They were better a couple of years ago. I feel like this year they were still good, but I don't feel like they were as good as a year or two before that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, Brandon says the best part of the Buffalo job is the endless wings.
Oh, apparently Miami did hire a coach. This says.
Oh, who'd they get?
I don't know who this is. Jeff Haley. Let me look this up. Let's see.
Oh, Jeff Haley, dude. That guy's been around forever.
Let's see.
I don't know Jeff Haley. He must have been an assistant somewhere.
Hang on. Let's see if this is real news here.
Oh, it might not be.
This January 19th. This is on ESPN.
Well, it's got to be true.
Oh, wait. Was he hang on a minute. Was he the interim guy or something?
Oh, maybe.
Let's see. No. It says he joined. Okay, the Dolphins hired. Okay. Halfley spent 2 seasons as the Packers defensive coordinator, during which Green Bay ranked 9th in yards allowed per game. So apparently they hired this Jeff Haley guy from the Packers. Packers defensive end or defensive coordinator. Jeff.
Okay. 46 years old.
They did that today. I guess that's breaking news.
There you go. You heard it first at the top of the bleachers. You won't get this kind of crap.
34 seconds ago.
Yeah, you won't get this kind of crap at the bottom of the bleachers. This only happens at the top of the bleachers.
Let's see when that broke. That broke a little bit ago, probably. Let's see.
Defensive. Well, it's got it. Wikipedia has not been updated, so it must have been an hour ago.
Schefter broke it an hour ago. So right after we got started. Anyway, okay, Miami got their coach. Wow. All right. Well,
yeah.
Harbaugh went to the Giants. Let's see if they have anybody listed here for Cleveland. They don't have anybody listed as potentials.
So is the Bucs job open? Tampa Bay?
I think so, right? No. Todd Bowles is still there.
Okay, all right.
Did they fire him?
No. No, one of the comments in here was like McDermott to the Bucks, but I think that's just what he's wanting. I don't think that he wants Todd Bowles fired and he wants McDermott. I don't know. I thought Sean McDermott did a pretty good. I think he's probably the most desirable coach out there right now, other than Tomlin. And Tomlin is still caught up in a contract somehow, so I don't know how that would work.
This I don't know about rumors and stuff. I'm not seeing anything here. I thought they'd have like a possible hires or something. You know what I mean? I don't see anything.
Well, there's only so many coaches out there. I wonder if old Belichick has gotten any calls there at North Carolina from any of these pro teams. And would he be interested in leaving North Carolina to go back to
Belichick?
Yeah.
Well, here's
how about Nick Saban? Nick Saban's still out there. He could go back to the NFL and try the NFL again. He could even go back to Miami.
Yeah. Well, it looks like as far as the Bills go,
Jimmy Johnson still lives down there in Tampa.
Joe Brady, the Bills offensive coordinator right now, is a possible hire.
Okay.
Chris Shula, the Rams defensive coordinator, grandson of NFL legend Don Shula.
Sure. He's got pedigree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Clint Kubiak, Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator right now.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty popular name that pops up in a lot of these talks.
Jesse Minter, the Chargers defensive coordinator. And a possible John Gruden return. I feel like they made that junk up right there.
And I feel like every coaching job that comes open, like, well, you get a coaching job in like college baseball. Oh, I hear John Gruden might want to come coach college baseball. You know, he's a big baseball fan. John Gruden's name he gets popped up and everything.
He really does.
I don't think he wants to leave his job right now, where he just makes videos on social media and gets swag from all these different colleges and everything.
I wouldn't either. He probably makes a really good living doing that kind of stuff.
Heck yeah.
So, well, I don't know, but still.
Isn't he tied up with Barstool Sports now? Doesn't he have some sort of deal with Barstool?
Yeah, I think I did hear something like that. Yeah.
See, we missed out on that. We should have got him to get in on this Top of the Bleachers things from the very beginning. We probably only have to give him a couple 100,000 start out.
All right, man. That's all I got, bro. That's all I got picked out. Anything else you want to talk about before we gets out of here?
I appreciate everybody jumping in the comments today and commenting. Brandon, you were hilarious today. You had me laughing. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. You can follow Big at the Bleacher Pod, and you can follow me at Rural Route Talk on X. And if you're feeling down and out, 988 national number suicide hotline. You know.
Yeah. Don't do life alone, folks.
No, don't do life alone. Other than that, no, be careful. Don't be falling down in the backyard like I did. And watch your step. That's all I got.
Yeah. I'm going to be tweeting all night during the game. And every time I end a tweet, it's going to be hashtag who's your daddy.
Okay.
HOO. Hoosier.
Oh, I got it. I got you.
Hoosier.
What if Miami jumps out there early? You still gonna be tweeting?
That ain't gonna happen. Calm down. Let's not talk negative here.
You can do hashtag you were right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be tweeting much. I think I got some stuff going on around the house. I'm gonna be like listening to it. I don't know if I get to watch it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try. Well,
I counted this up. We only got 4 football games left in this year, or this season. We got our national championship tonight. Got our 2 playoff games next week. And then a month from then, we'll play the Super Bowl.
Isn't that crazy? Remember we were talking about how much longer till football season starts? Like 45 days.
Do you remember? You remember when the Super Bowl used to be played at the beginning of January?
The beginning of January?
Yeah, I remember the Super Bowl being on my birthday when I was younger.
Really? I know it's been around my birthday before, but I didn't think it'd been that early. I don't know.
Yeah, they added a ball game and they stretched these son of a buck games out forever. It's like, all right, we had first round. Let's take a month off and y'all come back and play the second round.
Well, they did add 2 games, right? Some time ago because it used to be 16. Now it's 18. So
now it's 18. Well, they added to the playoffs too. They added the wild card and all that.
Is it actually 18 or is it 18 and 2 buys?
No, it's 17 games. You play 17 games.
It's an 2 buys?
Yeah. Or just 1 bye. I don't remember.
Hang on a minute. Let me look at this.
I think you get 2. I think you get 2 buys.
So like the Seahawks right now, they're 14-3. Because remember, there used to be teams that would finish 12-4. Sure. Well, I don't know. That may have been played pre-playoffs. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't see a bye in there, so it must be 18 weeks with 1 bye.
Yeah, 17 games, yeah.
Okay. Why not 2 buys? I thought they did 2.
That was back when they didn't have that extra game.
So they didn't have the extra game and they got 2 buys back in the day? Yeah. What? So we got 1 more game and took a bye away?
I think so, yeah.
Man, the Players Association should be fired. Like, what are we doing down there? If I was a player, I'd be like, what?
I think when they saw the bottom line of what 1 more game and an extra wild card game would be,
they don't make any money off of that. They don't make money. They get paid what they get paid unless it's an incentive.
No. But your pay goes up when the league's doing better. Like if the league wasn't making a crap ton of money, you wouldn't have $100 million athletes out there.
Well, I mean, the overall the league needs to keep doing good, but I'm saying like,
yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
As a Players Association, you got to think about the future. You're not just thinking about right now. I mean,
they don't think like that.
They ought to.
Right now, what can you do for me right now?
No.
I mean, what
you think?
Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm trying to get some of these light bulbs changed. Maybe I get to watch the game. I gotta go through the house now, bro. I'm telling you don't realize how many freaking bulbs there are around here. And they ain't none of here's 4 of this kind, 7 of that kind, and 3 of this kind, and 4 of that. And it's like, what the man? If I ever build my own house, it's gonna be like limited light. It'd be 1 light on every side of the house. 1 light, 1 light in every room.
I was always amazed at
the people with night vision goggles when they come in.
The length of a light bulb's life. Like I know light bulbs, like when I was a kid, I knew light bulbs in that house that I had changed 3 or 4 times, but we had a laundry light that stayed on all the time. Never changed it once the entire time we lived in over there. That light stayed on the entire time. Never changed it one time. So
it's a forever bulb.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know they do that.
All right, dude.
All right. I'm gonna get out of here. I will catch you later. We'll see everybody next Monday. And all right, peace out, I guess.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.